If they wasn't getting no money for them, if they wasn't getting no food stamps, no Section 8, they wouldn't even have no them kids.
So why are men allowing them to have their children in?
HQ, this is why we always got to start with the women. Because men are held accountable either way. It's either men hold other men accountable or the government's going to hold us accountable. But some way or some form, we're going to be held accountable. Women are not.
HQ, let me ask you this, HQ. HQ, do you think it's more deadbeat moms or more deadbeat dads?
Ooh. Deadbeat dads.
And now, here's the thing. Here's the thing, HQ. You think just because the kids live in the house with the mom, she can't be a deadbeat. That's what you are under the impression of. That's not true.
First off,
definition of deadbeat. What's the definition of deadbeat?
How is it more deadbeat dads?
Wait.
Let me ask a question. Let me ask this question. How is it more deadbeat dads when 70% of the black community is single mothers? I mean, 70% of the women are single mothers, and the average black boy can't even read at the 8th grade level.
Yeah, but what's the definition of deadbeat? That's the whole point.
Not taking care of your kids properly.
Not taking care of your children.
So if they stay with you and you not taking care of them,
so
being a bad parent.
So you walking away from a kid is the same as you being in the house with the kid, but neglecting the kid. That's the same thing.
I don't.
Absolutely.
Here's the thing.
Sometimes the best thing. Hey, wait a minute. Sometimes the best thing a nigga can do is walk away from them damn kids because he's probably gonna be worse.
Right there.
I don't think any man, because here's the problem, right? Men can't opt out of being a father, right? I can tell a woman no, she says yes, the child is coming. So I can't call a dude a deadbeat if he said, look, I don't want to be a father. I ain't ready yet. I don't want to be a father. And you still choose to have the kid? How can he be a deadbeat?
Yeah, but you can always sign off on that. You can always sign off on that child, right?
No, you can't.
You can't sign off on the kid.
No, you cannot. No.
There's no way to opt out. There's no way to opt out of fatherhood.
She has to agree to let you sign over.
No.
And if you are married, if you married and your wife get pregnant and if she don't have a man, they will default you to father.
Yes.
So y'all could be separated and she
Wait
get
a
pregnant.
minute, you can't give up all your rights to a child. Is that what you
can?
Look. Here's the thing, HQ. Here's the thing. You need to understand this. Yes, a man can give up all his rights to a child.
Right.
But that does not alleviate his financial obligation to the child.
Right.
So he can give up his rights to the say-so of the child and all of that shit. And guess what? He still gotta pay. He still gotta pay child support.
Period. He's legally obligated.
So legally, he still has to pay child support.
Yes.
He gives up all the rights to that child.
The state doesn't want to be on the hook for paying for that child. So even if you don't want it anymore, the child gets adopted.
Unless the child gets adopted.
Listen.
The child has to get adopted for that individual to not be financially responsible. But if a child goes, like say he gives up his rights, right? And the court say we take your rights, and the child goes into foster care, he's still obligated financially to support that child.
Oh, I didn't know that.
This is why women like empathy, because you guys really don't know what men have to go through, right? Men can't opt out, period. We can't opt out. This is why I don't believe there's deadbeats. If they said from the beginning, I don't want to have a child, because he can't opt out. The woman can delete it. The woman can drop it off at the fire station. She can give it up to CPS. She have all these options to opt out of motherhood. And the father has nothing, zero to opt out of fatherhood. So how can he say, we just had a one-night stand, kid come in, and I'm like, yo, I don't want to have it. I don't want it. I'm not financially ready to have a kid yet. You say, yes, kid is coming. How that makes him a deadbeat if he said from the very jump, yo, listen, I don't want it. I don't want it. How can that make him a deadbeat? You can't.
I'll say this, though. I'll say that's why in 2024, us as men, we got to take the burden of responsibility these days and avoid sleeping with these women. That's what we talk about.
I agree with that. I do. But it still doesn't change the fact that they need to change the laws. but I do agree with that.
No. You need to make sure men wear condoms and do that kind of thing too.
Oh Lord,
that's not 100%.
No. Stop. Time out.
I'm not getting booted off tonight.
Here's the lie. Here's the lie. Here's the lie. Here's where the lie comes in, because this is always the bullshit. And I'm gonna say it again. Safe sex is a woman's responsibility.
Facts.
Been telling her that HQ that.
I'm not saying.
Wait a minute.
That
is the man's first choice.
No, it's not.
It's his first refusal. Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Right to first refusal.
No, it isn't.
Right first refusal.
He has the first refusal.
No,
he walked into the door.
No,
and he did not put a condom on.
No,
I know where this going.
No. First of all, the woman has the most power in that situation, not the man. The woman has the most power. So,
wait, angry man, time out. What Uncle Ben said: with great power comes great responsibility.
Facts.
Hold on. Let me say this. If you walk into the door and you know that there's a chance that you can get this woman pregnant by having sex with her. Now, why would you put your financial freedom?
Her opening her legs.
Hold on. Why would you put your financial freedom in the hands of another human being?
No.
By having sex with them.
Stop. Because you're skipping a step. No, you're skipping a step. Y'all always do this. You're skipping a step. The step that you're skipping is that women allow sex.
Yep.
Women allow sex.
I'm not skipping that
when
step.
A man, wait, no. When a man, look. Here's the lie, everybody. Here's the lie everybody loves to tell.
I am right along with you. Yes, I am.
Hold on. Let me say this because y'all keep telling this lie and it's a myth. And I'm gonna tell you what the lie is. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you what the lie is. This is the lie, right? Now, as a young man, I got my fair share. Okay? And this is what I noticed in every instance. Because I was always about protecting myself. I was always about safe sex. Always made sure if I was dealing with a chick, I had some condoms, all of that shit. But guess what? Every time it was getting ready to happen, they ain't never say nothing about no condom. And I know that if I was the type of nigga to ooh, baby, I like it raw, I'd have been able to hit raw every time. And the reason why is because women are trifling. Y'all try to pretend like you're not.
Wait.
Women are trifling.
Wait a minute. Hold on. But you put it into my hands. You gave me the sperm. And so since you didn't use a condom and you gave me the sperm, don't I have a right to do with it what I want?
Right. Okay. Yes, you do.
Okay, let me ask you. Wait. Let me ask you.
Why would you want to do something that's bad for the kid?
No. Wait. Hold on for a second. HQ. Let me ask you a question.
What?
Let's say you own a nightclub, right? You hire security because you don't want just anybody coming in there, right?
Right.
There's a nigga outside of that club that everybody is known for starting fights. He's known for shooting up the club. Literally. You letting him in that club?
No.
Now, if you do let him in the club and he shoot the motherfucker up,
right?
Whose fault is it?
His fault.
What? Bro, she trolling, bro. Stop it. Let's go.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
That's girl math right there.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up. You gave me the sperm. I told you, hey, come on over and we're going to do the thing. And I said, you ain't got to wear no condom. You didn't wear a condom. So therefore, you giving me permission. You giving me the sperm. You telling me you want to give it to me. So I got it.
HQ. The CIA gave Freeway Ricky the drugs. He still went to jail.
Well, what am I supposed to say? That still don't negate my point. That don't
okay,
negate
so
my point, though.
number one, no, because your point is illogical.
How is that illogical?
It's
when
illogical
you gave me permission.
It's illogical because what you're trying to do is you're trying to justify a woman taking advantage of a stacked system. You're trying to, first of all, you have, as a woman, you have reproductive rights.
Right.
Okay. You have the right over your body. You have the right over who you are, right? A man does not have any rights over his sperm. Okay. So much so, because I'm gonna show you how this plays out. So much so that a dude can come over there with a condom, have sex with the woman, be stupid enough to put the condom in the wastebasket. She can go fish it out of the wastebasket and insert the sperm in her, and he'll still be liable for child support.
It has happened.
I mean, we all know the Drake situation.
But wait a minute. But what I'm still saying, that still does not negate your part to make sure that you don't have a baby.
How
is it my fault to make sure you don't have a baby?
Because here's the thing. Because here's the problem. And this is where
I want to have a baby. I want to have a baby. I ain't worried about you wearing a condom, but you don't want to have a baby. I want to have a baby. So what?
Y'all see this? This is the reason why the Black community where it's at right now.
Exactly.
The ignoring of the woman's responsibility in the scenario. Okay, because we all know that if every woman out here told every single man, we not having sex unless you have a condom, what's that nigga gonna do? He gonna go get a damn condom.
Every single time.
Every
ladies,
time. He's gonna get up. He could be standing there. He could be standing there with a rock hard Johnson, and she could say, "No, we not doing that without no condom." He will put on his pants and waddle out that door and go to the store and get a condom.
Is it that I gotta you don't want me to absolve myself of the guilt of getting pregnant, but I gotta absolve you from you allowing yourself.
You're not absolving anything. The state is gonna hold me responsible.
But why isn't it you didn't take responsibility before that?
No one is holding you responsible. This is the problem. You're literally trying as the woman to hold him responsible for the mistake when the state is also going to hold him responsible. But guess who's not being held responsible in this take two to tango situation? Your ass is not being held responsible, because at the end of the day, if you decide, you know what, he skeeted up in me, oh my God, I'm pregnant. I was getting ready to go to college. I'm not ready to have a kid. Guess what? You can go get rid of that kid. Ain't nobody gonna say a mumbling word.
So why is it okay for me to do that? And I don't have I ain't getting held accountable. But why aren't you being held accountable for coming in me without having a condom?
That's what child support is for. That is being held accountable. That's what child support is for. That's what you being held accountable for.
So why would he allow me to do that? Why would he allow him?
Not allowed. Okay, first
no. Hold on. Why would he? Hold on. Why would he allow himself to come inside me if he don't want to have children with me?
Listen,
why would he allow me to get pregnant if he don't want to?
For the same reason that you allowed him to skeet in you.
Right. So therefore, we both got responsibility for being pregnant.
But he's the only one being held responsible.
She's being held responsible because she has the children. Because she's the one who's taking care of the children. She's the one that has that child.
Wait, hold on. Taking care of?
She's the one who's holding that child.
Stop for a second. Taking care of? Have you looked at the Black community lately? These bitches ain't taking care of nobody. When we gonna stop telling this lie? These heifers ain't taking care of nobody. They getting pregnant and pushing out kids, and the kids is just taking care of themselves. They ain't taking care of nobody. They are using those children to supplement their lifestyle and their income. If they wasn't getting no money for them, if they wasn't getting no food stamps, no Section 8, they wouldn't even have no damn kids.
So why are men allowing them to have their children in?
Because men aren't designed. Check this out. Because men biologically are designed to populate the earth. If it were not for men being that way, the human race would not have made it this far. So number one, we already know men are designed to have sex. Guess what? Nobody accounted for women being trifling and using it to their advantage.
How is it that you allow? You allowed me to get pregnant? How is it that you allow me?
He didn't allow you to do
anything.
anything.
Sex is not saying I want a family.
Facts.
Because I have
why doesn't he have? Why is he going around not having? Why is he going around having sex?
And guess what? 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 This is the reason. The argument you're making right now is the reason why the STD rate is higher amongst the women and the men.
Yep.
So?
That's the facts.
Wait a minute. We're not talking about the STD. We're talking about having a baby. We're talking about you allowing this woman to have your child. You're coming inside.
Okay.
You're not allowing anything.
Let me jump in right quick.
You're not allowing anything. This was the entire argument that we were making.
The first off, when
you
people
allowed it.
HQ stop. We're not saying allow. There's no allow. When people have sex, 90% of the time, people have sex for recreational. We're the only mammals who have sex for recreational. Every other mammal have sex for one purpose, to reproduce. We don't do that.
And pigs.
Okay, didn't know that. Learn something new.
But Yami, the argument that she's making is ridiculous because part of the reason that the women, by and large, are fighting so hard for Roe v. Wade is so they can have recreational sex.
Facts. Exactly.
Facts. The entire reason women are fighting for those reproductive rights is so that they can have recreational sex without the responsibility of children. And guess what? A lot of them want to have it raw.
But you can't say that's not the same for men, okay? They got the same reason.
But the difference is you have legislation that alleviates the responsibility of the woman, but no legislation that alleviates the responsibility from the man. So you making the argument that he shouldn't be having sex raw is ridiculous when you have women literally fighting for the right to have sex with no responsibility.
Wait a minute, what does that have to do with one of you? You're allowing a person to. You're allowing
it has
a person
everything to do with it. It has everything to do with it because it has everything to do with it because you're talking about. It has everything to do with. Like for instance, let me give you the best example. This is the best example, HQ. Best example, right? So you have a black man during the Jim Crow era, right? He walks through a white neighborhood. They come out there and whoop his ass. Beat the hell out of him, right? Now, who's wrong in that situation? The white people for beating the hell out of him or him for walking through that neighborhood?
The white people.
You know you just made my point, right? You know that's checkmate, right?
But that doesn't absolve the black person of their responsibility.
It doesn't? Why?
The white person is more responsible, but the black person is also responsible.
So he's wrong for walking through a neighborhood simply because there's legislation that allows those people to beat the hell out of him.
It's both of their responsibility. It's less so for the black person.
Right. This white person. So this is prove my point. This is prove my point that majority of women. You guys are just
y'all don't get what I'm saying. You don't get what I'm saying.
You guys
don't get what I'm saying.
You guys are grown.
You just gave your body
whatsoever.
You just gave your body to me raw, and you just came inside me raw, and you don't think you have any responsibility when you come.
No one said no one. No one said the man has no responsibility. Stop putting words in our mouth.
You're the one who gave
just
me
said
the
men
sperm.
are held accountable. Men are held accountable. That's what child support is there for. Men are being held accountable no matter what. The problem is women are not. And by listening to you, they never will. They never will be accountable. That's why our community is it's women like you is the reason why our community
you wouldn't have a child if you would have been responsible.
What about the woman? What about the woman?
What about
that's her choice? That's her choice. Her choice to let you come in her raw. It's your choice to go into her raw. You have the responsibility too.
Okay.
It's not just
hers. He delivers you a package that's not a baby. Whose fault is it then? When it comes in like, HIV or STD or like how, like,
oh, that's still his fault. It's always Jermaine's fault. That's still his fault.
No,
see, the whole problem, the whole problem is this is the accountability piece. See, she can't sit here and say that the woman is responsible because she has an opt-out button. She can opt out anytime she wants to. Yep. The man cannot opt out.
No, I always said it was the woman's responsibility.
So when it comes to the law, and see, this is the funny thing about this. This is why I brought up the whole thing about Jim Crow, right? We literally used to have laws that gave one group of people the right to do some grimy shit to another group of people because they were doing regular shit like walking through a neighborhood. The same way right now, women have laws on the books to do some grimy shit to a man simply for doing some regular shit, which is having sex with a woman.
Right.
In the same way it used to be legal back then to do that goofy ass shit, just like it was legal to own a slave. It's not right because it is not being equal in the eyes of the law. This is why it's a problem. We all are supposed to be equal under the eyes of the law. If you're not equal under the eyes of the law, then you're still slaves. And right now, men are slaves to this system of child support, divorce court, all of that shit, because we're not equal in the eyes of the law. So you can say all day, he should have showed up with a condom, he should have did this, he should have did that. She should have kept her funky legs closed. Because she's even more trifling. Because she let a nigga, she didn't give a damn enough about her own body to tell him he need to put a condom on. And
but he didn't care enough about his body. Not
doesn't matter. He comes second. He comes second because the only reason he's there is because she's allowing it.
Hey, man, come on, man.
Yeah.
The only reason he's in that house,
guys.
the only reason he's about to dive in them drawers is because she allowed it.
No responsibility whatsoever. I got it.
Yeah, there's no responsibility, which is why the courts are filled with niggas paying child support.
Yeah.
How are they not responsible?
They wouldn't be paying child support if they'd have wore a condom.
Wait 1 second. I want to add to this. This is how messed up the system is, and this is a fact.
That's all I'm saying.
If a baby mom is on welfare and she loses the custody of the child, that father of that child cannot get child support from that mother on welfare. So if she just abandons the child and she's on welfare, that father cannot receive child support from her because she's on government assistance. He's left to take care of the child by himself, and ain't nothing he can do. And the woman is over here, whatever, she's an addict or whatever, she's getting all types of resources, and she don't have to take her child at all. There's no penalty, and the father gets nothing, not even if he tried.
Look, somebody said, a woman said, which came first, the nut or the opting out? I'm gonna tell you what came first. You busting it open for a nigga. That's what came first.
Yes, that must go first. Like that's the part either we keep leaving out. You got to bust it open. Ninjas only going on them journeys, the missions, because there is an invite. Ain't too many men going in search for a woman without the invite. That's weird. It's called
if you had men going around here, if you had men roaming around and he see a woman he like, ooh, I like her, and he grab that woman, wrestle her to the ground, and have sex with her, then yeah, you might have a case then. But men ain't doing that because we know what that is. We know what that's called. I'm not going to say the word, but we know what that is. Women hold the keys to the gates of sex. Period. There's no other. This is the reason why women hold the keys to the gates to sex. Men hold the keys to the gate to relationship. This is why whenever a man marries a woman and he gets screwed over, we look at him like, damn, bro, you might have thought better than before you married that chick. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
But with y'all, it's like it never occurs to y'all to say to the woman, well, damn, why you let that nigga hit it raw? You don't never hear that conversation.
They want all the power in the world with no responsibility.
Amen.
None. You guys want to be head of the family with no responsibility. So, oh, you want to be head of the family? You want to be in charge? All right. When the thief break-in, you go and defend the family. I stay with the kids. No, I don't want to do that. See, that's the difference. We have power because we also have responsibility. We don't just lead just for the hell of it. We have to take on additional responsibility that you guys never want to take on. Never.
And look, the same woman said, I most definitely hold my sons responsible. Do you hold your daughters responsible?
No.
No.
And at the very same time, we had the woman up here a few months ago. She was on Ashley Dalton's show, and she got pregnant, and she didn't know the father was. But women, you can put whoever you want on the birth certificate, which she did. And the man that she put on there, he was getting the mail allegedly he didn't check the mail to go take the blood test. So the court automatically defaulted him as the father. And only way he can get off of not being a father is if they find the actual father. So they will have to find, he went and took the blood test eventually, was not his kid, but the judge said, we can't take you off this birth certificate unless she finds the actual father.
Yeah. And look, let me say this. Right?
Horrible.
Let me say this to all the fellas out there that got sons and daughters, right? I got sons. Every child I wanted to have, every child I have, I wanted to have. And I fucking took care of, right? But here's the thing. Whenever my sons do some shit and they don't want to listen to me, all I do is sit back and say, oh, okay, you ain't got to listen to me. You gonna learn.
Yep.
Now, the reason why I say that to them is because they are young men.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I don't hold them accountable or they don't hold themselves accountable, this world is going to hold them accountable.
So will.
Like I said, every man gets his turn. So you going to be held accountable. The difference is when you teaching your daughters, you can't say, oh, you going to learn. And the reason why you can't say that is because there's too many safety nets for women. There's way too many safety nets. So if you're not telling her you don't need to do this and you don't need to do that and you don't see, we got it backwards. We be trying to force stuff on our sons, not realizing that when they go out into the world, trust me, the world gonna let them know what time it is. But we kind of lax with the daughters. And we need to be harder on the daughters because I'm going to tell you the truth. When I was a young man, it wasn't us that was always trying to have sex and stuff. A lot of times it was the girls.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times it was the girls trying to sneak us in their parents' houses when their parents was at work and all of this shit. Y'all are too lax with the girls and it shows.
Yep.